So more in detail about the advantages of being a left-hander. I always found that playing against the right-hander on the backhand wall for the right-hander, the left-hand wall, gave me so many opportunities to attack. And when I mean attack, it was mostly into the back middle and back corners. I would hit it flat and I'd hit it hard and I'd push my opponent continuously back in there. And they would have to continuously then lift out of their backhand. Now, of course, they could hit it harder, but not as hard as I could on the forehand. So the only person that didn't do that was John White. John White could go back into that backhand and then rifle in a shot straight and hard and deep, and I wouldn't be able to get it. But other than John, the majority of the time I actually felt really comfortable playing up that side and felt like I had an advantage. I could then from there also step on and volley any opportunities I got, and then that's when I'd take the right-hander back cross-court with a punch volley, for example, or I'd go low in cross-court and they'd have to cover the diagonal. That was one area that was a really big advantage. The other one is in the front backhand, me taking the ball in short on that side. It's a right-hander's forehand. Going into that area was very difficult for anyone. It's difficult for me and my forehand. You can go in and you can lob and you can counter, but to go in and be able to hit a really good shot and be positioned is hard work and very difficult. But overall, I think the biggest advantage I had as being a left-hander was the fact that it was unusual. So you're playing someone you're not used to playing. You're conditioned to playing right-handers. We all are, because the majority of our games are against right-handers. So you know where their backhands are. You know roughly where they're going to be able to volley. They can reach further on the forehand. Okay, that's that side. So all of a sudden, you're playing a left-hander and you throw the ball to the backhand side, or what you think is the backhand side. Oh, wait a second, they can volley it easier. So all the areas you're used to playing balls into against a right-hander become less effective. So you have to flip your game over and start thinking about how to play a left-hander effectively. Not easy in the heat of the game, in the heat of being exhausted and just trying to think about what you're trying to achieve under extreme pressure. Whereas when you're playing a right-hander, it's just natural, it's just normal, it's what you're used to do, it's what you're conditioned to do. So you have to uncondition yourself to play a left-hander. And that's one of the great benefits of being a left-hander. You're playing against people and they're finding it hard to adapt and establish a game plan against you.